And as usual, we are going to see our all hands intro. Kakshi.
Yes, you can click.
Okay, so um, welcome, Vicky, and also all employees of Bukit Vista. And today is actually quite special. Yeah, we have a weekly inspirational speaker from UC Berkeley SCET, and please welcome Miss Vicky. Hi. How are you, Miss Vicky?
Good. It's good to see Jean. How are
Hi,
you?
Vicky. How's it going?
Good.
I'm actually in Napa Valley of all places
Yeah.
right now, but I'll be flying out tomorrow. So yeah,
Oh,
today's my last day.
wow, nice.
Yeah.
Yeah, thank you for inviting me to the meeting. Yeah. And thank you for the video introduction. I wasn't so sure about what Jean and the company is doing, but I think it looks super fun. Yeah.
Yeah. I also thank you for coming actually to our weekly all hands, which is basically like a meeting with all employees, and we invited like weekly inspirational speaker to give some maybe some discussion. We throw up some questions, and yeah, perhaps like that.
Nice. I see. So should I start with introducing myself first?
We can go to the next slide. Next slide, sorry. Yeah, I will be introducing basically your brief experience. I got this from LinkedIn actually. Correct me
Yeah.
if I'm wrong. I see that your inspiring journey actually
Mhm.
started as I see many of video editor, video producer, and also multimedia
Mhm.
producing industry. And
Mhm.
from 2022 until 2023, you were the UC Berkeley Volunteer Income Tax Assistant as the tax preparer, and also uh, kind of after that you become a video editor. Can you like tell us something about this?
Yeah, sure. Well, to be honest, like the one I put on LinkedIn is not like a complete background. Just I only put the most recent ones. So maybe I would like to start my journey from 2018. So which is the year I actually immigrant from Taiwan to California with my family just right after I finished my high school. So since I attended local schools in Taiwan throughout my like childhood, so I have to begin my journey in the state by enrolling in English as a second language program because I have no experiences in taking any like TOEFL scores, any SAT scores, so I couldn't just join like take start my education like from UC Berkeley directly. So I have to basically I went to the English as a second language program, and then I would say like this experience basically all my environment we have a lot of international students as well, so they're learning English with me. and also helped me to adapt into new environment, which is, you know, like Eastern culture and Western culture is completely like different things. And then kind of allow me to make some international friends along the way, learning from each other's different background stories. And so that is the really beginning when I graduated from high school and I moved to California. And then, so graduate from the English as a second language program, I attend to the community college in the Bay Area, which is called the Valley College. Yeah, I also didn't put this on my LinkedIn as well. So basically, because this program works directly with this community college, and there are a lot of students also do, you know, if they didn't prepare their education like to study abroad, if they didn't prepare to study abroad back in high school or middle school, they kind of have to go to a community college first, and then and then transfer in the second year, and then to a 4-year university. So that is actually my choice. Is I did the same thing. I went to the community college, and then, you know, initially I chose communication as my major to transfer, just because I wasn't sure what career path to do. I didn't think about it. I didn't like know what I wanted to do. So I was just like, okay, I think that could be an opportunity for me to improve English and push myself to speak English more comfortably. So, and I guess that's also one of my priority at that time. So I did that, and then I took a lot of public speaking classes. You know, like I have to try to push myself out of my comfort zone and to say something at least. Although like my English was like really bad, and then I have a lot of like grammatically like, you know, mistakes when I was talking. So so over time, and then I developed like I kind of interest in journalism, because I like to talk with people and I like to learn their stories. So I was like, oh, maybe I can become a reporter or something, journalist or reporter. And then so I tried, and then I realized like my writings were so bad. Like my writings in English were still super bad, because I practice a lot in speaking, but like it doesn't mean like, oh, my writing skill can you know, improve fastly and then become like, you know, other native speakers. So I was just like, okay, my writing sucks. So so what can I do? And then I just like so writings was not my like stronger suit, and I feel like maybe I can do something like visual storytelling, just because I kind of like photography and I kind of like video editing. And then I think, you know, it basically those things, they don't require a lot of like my English skills. It's more like a little art things, a little like visual like storytelling things, right? So, and also because I also started a photography club during my first year in community college. So I do think like this is something like I could do and maybe to pursue in the future. And then I start photography and start as a video editor, and then I apply to SETs, and because they are looking for video editor. And because
Yeah,
so, and then I do more multimedia production, like newsletter, social media, and the newsletter, social media, photography, video editing. So that's basically more, you
yeah,
know, super back to the beginning.
yeah. So you basically work as the multimedia producer and marketing lead,
Mhm.
and it's specialized in like social media contents and photography and sort of thing like that. I see,
Mhm.
I see.
Yeah, I think social media does require a little writings, but it's more not like academic things. I think I'm really bad at like doing academic writings, and I don't find it interesting. So yeah.
Yeah. Okay, so
Mhm.
we're going to be talking about your extensive experience, I think, in multimedia, Miss Vicky. Yeah.
Yeah, so I'm looking at this slides, and I can start with like, you know, like text assistance thing as well. So because I think there are a lot of things, but it's actually not quite in the order, because actually the first three, you know, you see Berkeley for volunteer income tax assistant, and the Pulse Up and the Daily California, they are more like a club things. They are not like actual my, I would not say working experience, but like, so I was a transfer student. So after that, I transferred to Berkeley, and then I just like, oh, okay, keep doing some video editing stuff. So I joined Pulse Up, I joined Daily California as a video editor. And I just like, oh, I really like to learn something more practical than just learning from a classroom, because I would say, I'm not saying something bad about this, but just I think our media studies program, they focus more academic part. So we do a lot of research, we do a lot of like writings,
Yeah,
but like they didn't do a lot of things that I feel like is more practical, like I can use in my future, finding a job. It's more like, oh, if you want to be a professor, and then it's probably the right classes you should take. So that's why I trying to seek more opportunity outside the classroom. So I joined some class, I joined SET, and in terms of these volunteer income tax system, it's just another side things I learned during COVID. So because I took another gap year during COVID time, just because I don't like Zoom University. I don't like all these Zoom meetings. Like I couldn't actually make friends, like, talk with people or make real in-person connection with others. So I was like, oh, I decided to take a gap year, and I talked to my mom, like, what should I do? My mom was just like, oh, you can find some internship, you can find something else you are interested in. And then, so at that moment, my family, we were a little struggle about like filing tax returns, because tax return in the state is very complicated. It's not just, oh, there's one online thing and you just fulfill it, and then that's not true. It's just a lot of things you should do, and to there's some deduction things, how you can save paying a lot of taxes. Tax is very heavy in the state. So so that's why I was like, oh, I researched a little online, and then I think I can become a tax preparer just by studying, like in just self-study. And then I purchased like a $500 textbook, and then I just like, oh, it's really expensive, right? But like it's kind of like, I just like, okay, maybe it's some sort of investment. And then I took tax, and then each tax is also really expensive. It's like 200 per tax, and I have to take it 3 times to become like officially a tax preparer. So, and I did it in this 1 year, doing this 1 year gap year, and then I completed it, and then I was like, okay, so now I'm back to school, so should I keep doing it? And I was like, oh, but I'm doing media study. I don't know what can I continuously keep my knowledge in tax preparing, like tax preparation. So I joined this club called UC Berkeley Volunteer Income Tax Assistance. So basically we file tax return for free to other like low-income family or any low-income individuals. And then I just found like this is a good way for me to keep my knowledge in like tax preparations. Otherwise, I feel like if I don't do that, and I'm gonna forget this one, like insurance. I go back to school and having too much fun on campus. So yeah, so this is like the 3 clubs I joined. One actually these 3 clubs I all joined after COVID, because my first year after transfer was just completely online classes. And yeah.
Yeah, so basically you become a tax preparer at UC Berkeley Vita, right? And but why did you choose like video editor and video producer? But meanwhile, we can go to the first question, and you can like summarize the answer for.
Oh yeah, so yeah, video editor.
So here's actually the first question. Sorry, with your extensive experience in multimedia production, like has been the most significant challenge that you've encountered, and how does the advancement in technological like artificial intelligence influence the multimedia industry? Like, is ChatGPT helping you in your daily stuff or something like that?
Yeah, I think I started with video editor just because at the really beginning, although I form a photography class, I don't have a digital camera. And I was like, should I invest in a really expensive camera? I was not sure. So I did video editing, it's a starting point, because Adobe Premiere Pro is free for all students to use. So I was like, okay, I just study online, YouTube, and then I just learn it, and then I can say, oh, I have some works. I can I can present to recruiters. I can do that, and I kind of enjoy making some videos. It just I like these visual storytelling things, like not just photos, also like videos. So that is actually why I started. I realized I like all these multimedia production things. So what is the most significant challenge? For me, I think there's some cultural things. I think it's most significant challenge for me. So although it is, I'm doing some video photo thing, but they do have still some differences between like Asian cultures. I would say I'm completely Taiwanese. I grew up, I spent my first 18 years there, so like I know nothing about like Western culture at all. And like I think when I was doing some multimedia production, I do feel there's a different sense of beauty, I'll say, from like Western culture and the Asian cultures. So I do think that is one thing. Another thing, language thing I kind of mentioned earlier. I think language is a big thing because I did not prepare for that earlier when I was younger. And I think besides that, I was pretty lucky to not facing like any like maybe like bad, for example, like discrimination, something, that kind of things throughout my life throughout these 6 years after immigrants to California. So I guess the culture shock is one of the most significant challenge. Yeah.
I see. So, basically, the biggest challenge you faced in the multimedia industry is like the culture shock between the Asian and also the Western. Yeah.
Mm.
I
Yeah, they
see.
do have. Yeah, I think also because I was not that into Western like entertainment things that well, so they do have some memes I'm not quite understand, and no, I try to. I know I try to maybe use more, TikTok or something, and then understand what Gen Z about, but there are some words, some slogans I couldn't understand correctly. I still
Okay,
couldn't
so
get. Yeah.
can go over to the second question, perhaps.
Mhm.
But
Well, so I think AI,
yeah,
like right now, I think AI is actually pretty helpful for me because a lot of video editing tools, there are a lot of new video editing AI tools right now, and that's really a big help for me because oftentimes I have to do an hour long video editing things, and then it's gonna take me forever to do that. And then there's some new AI tools called like Opus Pro, for examples. They can like in 20 minutes, it easily just select some highlights from this an hour or 2 hour long classroom video. So I can easily put it as a 9:16 like a TikTok format and then posting on Instagram and TikTok. So AI is definitely did a really, really good job like helping me to save my time because both video editing and photography are very time consuming. Like I think so I was actually strongly like if I ever can start a startup, I would do something to help photography and like video editing. Like it's because we really need more. Like I mean, Adobe Lightroom, they do have some AI things that helping me to do video editing, and also Adobe Premiere Pro, they are improving themselves, having more AI functions, but it's just quite not enough. I feel like we can do more than that, and then to save our time doing video editing and photo editing.
yeah. Okay, I think you have very extensive experience in multimedia, and thank you for sharing like your challenges and also how the artificial intelligence is quite impacting the multimedia industry. Yeah, however, we have very limited time, and thank you for coming, Ms. Vicky. And I think if we all have like questions, can we approach you or ask you on LinkedIn, Ms. Vicky?
Yeah, of
Yeah,
course. Yeah, it was very nice to see you guys. It's actually I've never been to Indonesia, and I kind of want to. I talked to
you
Jing
should
earlier.
visit Bali.
I've been to Bali as well. Yeah, I
Have
kind of
stay
really
at
wanted to.
one of the property
And
managed by Mr. Jing, actually.
Yeah.
Vicky, what is coming actually for Christmas? So actually on New Year's. So Ken Singer is going to be one of our guests and over the New Year. So
Nice.
hopefully that tradition will extend to the rest of the SET community
Yeah,
as well. Yeah,
of course. That would be super nice. I'm sorry to make these too long as well. So, but it's really nice to see you all.
fantastic.
Yes.
Thank you.
Thank you
Cute.
for coming, Miss Vicky. And yeah, you can continue watching the rest of the session, or if you have anything to do, you can uh, leave. But that's all right. Yeah. So I think I'll pass this next session to Mr. Jing.
Okay, all right, everybody. How's it going? Good. Okay, this is the next to last all hands for the year. I guess the next all hands will be on the 31st, and some of you might be on holiday on that day. So if you are, this will be the final time in 2024 that I see everyone. If not, then I'll see you next week too as well. Okay. First things first, let's go ahead and start. Is Vicky still here? Actually, I don't see her anymore. But she okay, she bugged out. Um Vicky is actually a pretty interesting character that I discovered at Berkeley. So once again, came from pretty humble Asian roots to make it in the United States. Had to essentially struggle with a lot of different expectations, culture, and she's like a one-person army, which is pretty impressive. She does essentially the website, the video, the social media all by herself. And recently she's actually hiring her own people too to join her team. So she's in an organization. She's like building a sub organization in that organization, fairly entrepreneurial. So that's something that I wish I could have recognized Vicky when she was still here. Okay, let's go ahead and begin. Let's see. Hey, Robin, how you doing? Okay, camera on now, Robin. Yeah, good to see you. Let's see. Wendy, good to see you as well. Erica, what's good? Hi, Kyla. Kyla's from the side now, right? So try to. Okay, there she is. Okay, all right, cool. Gani, Vidi, good to see you guys. Ega, awesome. Ega, how was your ice?
Yes, amazing, yeah, amazing.
Oh yeah. Okay, good. Are you? Did you get the audience that you deserve for the ice?
Yeah, amazing.
Okay, cool, good. Good to see you, Titan. David. I know Reddit's probably behind the camera somewhere. Good to see you, Reddit. Yosef, Pandu, Pandu. Tilt the camera down. It's like you like the top of Pandu's head over there. Yeah. Okay. Good to see you, Krishna, Bella. Good to see some smiles there. All right, let's go ahead and begin. If I didn't mention you, it's not because I didn't see you. It's because I just don't care. No, I'm kidding. I care about everyone. It's just we need to continue with the meeting, and we only have so much time for humor. So let's begin with some of the serious stuff. Okay, I'll go ahead and share my screen, and we'll begin. Oh my God! Whoops! All right, this is the first time I've used this. Okay, wait. I need to set the. Oh, Jesus Christ! Okay, sorry. I need to set permissions on my computer so I can share the screen. Okay, all right. Permissions set. Okay. Today I'm in the wine growing region of California. Actually, I'm in Napa Valley. I decided to come out and kind of explore the region since. Okay, all right, I better go on. Okay, all right, get right into the heart of it. Let's go ahead and begin. So this is the vision for Bukit Vista on the next to last owl heads. Okay, normally I'd be able to see everyone's face, but now I just see my screen, and so hopefully you guys are smiling as I'm speaking. Okay. Once again, every week we have good news, we have bad news. So let's go with the somewhat good news. Now, hospitality metrics are a little bit less than last week on a year-to-year basis, 83.2%. The rest of the market is at 85.6. We aim to, of course, be at 85, but so far I would say they're progressing. Not terribly bad, not terribly good, but it's stable at the moment. Okay. Here's something interesting for anybody who wants to take a serious career in property management using Airbnb. Okay. Now, there's a video on YouTube, and this video was given almost, given almost 10 years ago by Maxim Charkiv. Okay. Krakow. Sharkov is the director of engineering at Airbnb, and he rose through his position by essentially working through the most valuable part of the Airbnb structure by working on the search algorithm. He's here actually at a database conference talking about how the Airbnb algorithm works through different layers of search, producing different results. Okay, the talk is a little complicated, but the only thing that I wish to communicate in this all hands is that basically there's a diversity filter on Airbnb. So what does that mean? A diversity filter is there to make sure that you don't have one host dominate over the entire marketplace. Okay. What that means is that within a certain number of listings that we put on the same profile, those listings will start competing with each other. Okay. So I'll say that again. Within a certain number of listings that we put on the same profile, those listings will start competing with each other. And the way it works is this, that in every batch of search results on Airbnb, there's going to be a filter that removes duplicate listings on the same host profile, therefore improving the diversity, but also it starts working against us when we put too many listings on a single profile, okay? Now, we talked about market turbulence the previous week. We're part of our own market turbulence. So hopefully this knowledge can be now disseminated across the entire company, and we can avoid making any particular mistakes with over saturating each profile with too many listings. Okay, so that's bad news, but anyways, we've discovered it, and we hope to reduce it by being a little bit more careful on how we place our listings. Now, taking on the theme of the previous month, fail fast. So now that we know that, let's make some adjustments on where we're putting our listings so we do not actually add to the turbulence problem. We try to reduce it, okay? And adding to this month's theme of being transparent, it is of course not flattering for everybody here to know, especially me, since I worked at Airbnb, that this is this is kind of a problem, okay? But anyways, rather than sort of pointing fingers and blaming things that don't matter, I think we can start looking at facts and the way the algorithms are set up to be fair. Okay. All right. So semester 6, we have talked about this problem of oversupply, and most recently, I looked at my wife's WhatsApp. Apparently, a 1-minute commute now turned into a 19-minute commute in Uluwatu. So this is good in some ways because it means that more visitors are coming to Bali, more visitors are going to be coming to our home region. But it is also bad because it is not a sustainable long-term way. And each batch of guests that come and experience this really bad traffic, I think, will lead to more negative reviews over Bali. So this is another part that's adding to, once again, turbulence that's we're going to experience here. Okay, so the solution is always the same. No problem, I believe, has a null solution. There's always a solution to every particular challenge we faced, and of course, at this company, we faced more serious problems in the past. Okay, so we're going to have to innovate, and we're going to have to think of ways to get around it. And here's one of the innovations I think that I'd like to show everybody, okay? So this is a demonstration, I hope, of how essentially we can tell a story of how to overcome one of our biggest problems here, okay? One of the biggest and most troubling brand problems that we as a company face is when partners confront us and ask, why are you changing the price? Why are you changing the price? Why is my price lower? Why is my price lower, okay? Anybody who's worked in probably reservations or customer service or management here, or community service, or even hosted an RTT will hear those particular complaints, okay? Are you guys ready to see something cool? Yeah? Okay, all right, let's see something cool, all right? So what I'd like to show you is what does this actually look like in terms of understanding prices, okay? So here's a 3D map of the Bukit region, okay? So I'll start with the location everybody should know. This is the airport. Okay, so you go to the airport and you start looking south, okay? So you look across this way and you'll see that there's these tall green bars, okay? These tall green bars represent the total number of reviews that have been left for any particular listing, okay? So the tallest here represents properties that had the most reviews left, okay? The shortest and the gray ones represent properties where there's no reviews, therefore perhaps no evidence of any booking that has ever happened. And the red dots represent places that are been given low location scores. Okay, so the particular focus I want to bring everyone to see is this. Okay, so this is pretty much one of the most successful properties in the Nusa Dua region of the Bukit. So the entire east side of the Bukit. This is these two bars are you could say the most successful ones. Okay, here it's a little bit hard to read, so I'll show you the difference. Okay, this is one. Okay, and everyone can see that on the screen. I'm gonna blow it up. All right. So that's property number one. It's Nusa Dua Lux 3-bedroom ocean view with a private beach. It's got 303 reviews and it's priced at $376. Okay. The next one is over here. I'll take that and blow it up again. Okay. That one is over here. It's Lux Nusa Dua Oceanfront Paradise with private beach, 200 reviews and a price of $403. Okay. Of course, I've done this with some people already, but let's do a quick quiz. Let's see. All right, let's see. Who's somebody who's good one to ask? Wendy. What properties are those, Wendy?
Lot 3 and
Yes.
65.
Wow, very good. All right, give Wendy a thumbs up. Okay, everyone. Congratulations. Cold call answer successfully. All right, thank you, Wendy. Don't assume use data. That was either some really fast typing or some really good intuition there. Okay, Wendy is correct. That is lot 3 and lot 6. And we see essentially how tall they are, which means how successful they've been as a business compared to other properties around the region. Now, let me show you the follow-up to that. The follow-up to that is the property right next door. Okay. The property right next door to lot 3 and lot 6 is a not Bukit Vista property. And let's take a look at how they're doing. Okay, can you guys see that? That really small, tiny little blip there? They've made a few listings there, but let's go ahead and examine that a little bit more. And let's see the overall success of this property. Okay, this is lot 5, and this is cliffront 4-bedroom near Bali Seawalker. Okay, $464, only 34 reviews. Okay, now anybody with perhaps half a understanding of economics can tell you this, that $64 difference, $64 only, okay, made the difference between that much revenue and that little revenue, okay? So that is essentially the truth of any particular marketplace when you have the data. You can see how much more you can possibly make if you price correctly, but by just going almost 12, 13% more on it, you get almost nothing, okay? All right. So this is a good demo of illustrating essentially how dynamic pricing makes people winners. And this particular 3D also illustrates how clear it is to see it when you actually have a good visualization. Does everyone agree? Yeah? Okay. All right. Great. Let's continue. So that being said, let me get to the most important CEO part of this discussion. So all right. Once again, intelligent innovation is how we overcome any of our particular challenges. There is always going to be challenges up ahead in the future, but by thinking of ways to innovate, thinking of ways to communicate an old theme, but in a new way, we expect to make progress. And hopefully that demo was a good example of how we can use intelligent innovation. All right. So once again, the company does depend on everyone here to do their job to support and grow the brand. Senior leaders will return to supervise and guide strategy for their teams, and I'll lead brand with a small group of designers from top down. And once again, we do this so that everyone is given a fair chance to receive the semester bonus paid in April. Now, we need senior leaders to really focus on supervision, on strategy, and return to the semester 5 goals. Most of the brand problems, I'm happy to say, have been discovered. We've taken a look at the AES aesthetic issues, and I think for the most part, 80% of them have been actually correctly identified, which is great, as opposed to looking around and trying to figure out what they are. So once we've discovered them, then the main issue is to how to supervise and maintain the methods that we are actually using from brand to be implemented correctly. Okay, so now we're looking at supervision execution. Now, in full transparency, we've actually reduced the goal. So the goal for December has been reduced, and as a result, I'm removing the 20% bonus boost for achieving the December goal. Bella will announce the new goal. And she actually already, I think, has announced in the Slack channel. But anyways, we'll feed it again. And right now, instead of actually aiming for a higher December goal. We're going to split the goal. We're going to reduce a little bit of the December goal and add a little bit on the January starting goal. Okay. So a little bit will be shaved off the December goal. A little bit will be added back. If we overachieve that goal, I can, of course, add the bonus boost back. But since this is a difference and I guess, first failure of the previous goal, I'm reducing the total bonus boost from 20% to 10%. Okay, next. Once again, expanding capacity, thinking about the brand. We're here to inspire delight through hospitality innovations that positively transform guest partners and employees. Okay, the rest of everything is just the standard boilerplate. Okay, 3.5 million, 85% brand churn at 370,000, and 6x individual bonuses if the company achieves the 3.5 million sales target from October of this year to March of next year, measured on April 5th. All right, my time is finished. The rest is absolutely the same. So if you've been to one of our previous all hands, it's pretty much the same. Okay, I yield my time back to the host.
Oh, okay. Thank you, Mr. Jing. I can pass it to our moderator, Joseph.
Okay, thank you, Jason and Mr. Jing, for the presentation. Jason, can you help me for the share screen?
Yes. Is it visible now, this session?
Okay. Next, we jump into the hospitality and revenue targets, which will be delivered by Kafurkan. Kafurkan, the time is yours.
Okay, thank you very much, Yosef. So, good morning, everyone. Shalin said that I only have 5 minutes, so I will make it quick, yeah, for this report and directly continue to the company team and target achievement report. Okay, so I believe you have been aware about our semester 6 targets. So let's directly dive into the progress for this week hospitality target achievements. Okay, the first metric, accuracy, unfortunately continues decrease. Quite not insignificant though, this week by 0.1%, last week at 87%, and this week at 86.9%. And for check-in, good news though, continuous increasement, and it's quite significant one this week at 0.4%, last week at 87.2%, and this week at 87.6%. Next metric, cleanliness, a bit decreased. Last week at 80.4% and this week at 80.3%. And next metric, communication, finally increase, yeah, a fresh air in communication, increasing by 0.3%. Last week from 85.5% and this week at 85.8%. Next, location, stagnant, same from last week at 72.9%. And last metric, value, which also stagnant. Though this is a good news because we can hold the decrease pattern on the value, which is at 81.5%. Okay, so to conclude, this week actually we are having the same progress, 83.2% on 5-star rating. There's no change compared to last week. Okay, on the next slide, revenue target achievements. So onto the revenue target achievement, we already hitting 1.6 million USD at this timeline, at this milestone, and we have actually increased 146,000 USD on the weekly semester revenue achievement compared to last week, and this is our new best milestone. So congratulations for the revenue management team. And please note that we still have around 1.8 million USD to be catch up to achieve the revenue target, and we have exactly 100 days coming from counting from today to achieve those. So let's move forward. Okay, on to the next slide. Partner stability target achievement, which is part of the brand metrics, and there's no previous report, no updates from the previous report, so we're still on track, with the offboarding partners. Okay, so that's for the whole semester target report, and next directly proceed into the monthly ones on the company team target achievement. Okay, so for the December target, I believe also has what Mr. Jing said, that Bella has adjusted the revenue target for December from 500 to 1,000 USD to 480,000 USD. Okay, so and also adding to that, we also adding a next month starting revenue to be counted on the all hands as well. So for the revenue target, for the revenue achievement, I mean, we are at 427 USD, which is counting around 9% of the new target completion. And for the next month starting revenue, we are at 191 USD, counting around 76% of the target that we would like to achieve at 250,000 USD. And for the 5-star percentage, a bit decrease for compared to last week, and now at 83% 5-star rating. And for the brand target, there is no update, same as the previous report still. Okay, we are coming into last 1 week of December. So what are our opportunities that we have left? So in December, we have managed to have 63% occupancy, 11% increase compared to last week, 21% expired dates, 2% maintenance, 3% owner reset so far. Now, that left us with 10% nights available to sell to achieve the targets. So that is the report. Back to you, Yosef.
Okay, thank you, Dr. Khan, for the sharing revenue target. Now we are moving forward to the next section, weekly mission inspiration, the brand and partner weekly inspiration. We have Kak Rehan. Kak Rehan, over to you.
Okay, this is my information related to innovation on partnership side, the brand package D, video market insight, and strategy update. As our effort in knowledge distribution and aligning our plan to partner, we make some private videos and distribute the videos to the partner using our newsletter. And also, we also make poster to make them easy to understand. I attach there the newsletter, and also I put some videos, private videos for our partner that you may check on it. So this initiative is still going. This is also part of building our BBR channel on YouTube. Maybe that's all. Thank you, Yosef.
Okay, with job Kak Rehan on the brand package initiative. Now we are going to the technological weekly mission inspiration. The first one is from Kak Robin. Kak Robin, over to you.
Okay, thank you. So we are thrilled to share that we have made a big upgrade by moving our server closer to you from US Ohio to Jakarta, Indonesia. This change has dramatically improved how fast our application and database respond. Can you please click the first image? Okay, please zoom in. I'm sorry, the image is too small. For the application performance, faster response, typically requests are now 60% faster. Even during peak times, response time are nearly 55%. The longest wait has dropped by nearly 65%. The second image, database performance improvement. Everyday query are now 88% faster. Complex or heavy query respond over 80% quicker. The longest wait for database query are 93% shorter. The third image, please. Okay, if we look at the data in detail before migration, the highest average response time was 42 seconds, and the average response time ranged between 5 to 10 seconds. Now, the highest average response time is less than 5 seconds, and most
Nice.
responsive pages
Wow.
on Bigger or Bibigo can be completed in under 2 seconds.
Nice.
Okay, what this mean for you, for user? The app is now faster and smoother, making your experience more reliable and enjoyable. For the team with better system performance, we are ready to grow and handle even more users in the future. What's next? This is just the start. We'll continue to optimize and improve by enhancing database performance further, fine-tuning system process, strengthening features like authorization and more. So thank you for your support as we keep striving for excellence. Thank you. Back to Yosef.
Okay, thank you, Karobin. Good job on the server migration. Now I will announce about David AI. The problem is financial inquiries like payment and voice and are slowing operation. Their AI handle general question well, but struggle with finance specific ones, leading to delay, higher workloads for the support team, and lower partner certification. And solution, the first one, launch David AI for finance-related inquiries, analyze past question to identify common finance issue, build a knowledge base with the finance team, integrate financial data into David AI for accurate response, route general inquiries through their AI with finance question pass to David AI. For the limitation, transition from Thea to David can feel unclear without proper introduction. And David AI respond something feel robotic, and some question require data David AI doesn't have. Ongoing update from the team are need for accuracy. For the next step, the limitation list will be addressed in the second iteration of David AI to improve user experience and performance. That's it for me. Yeah, now moving forward into the portfolio recognition. Yeah, remain for 1 minute per recognition. Yeah. We can jump into the first, and the first one from Kadia. Kadia, the time is yours.
Okay, thank you. So yesterday at a Friday, I and Wayana also Kabayu attending Namo Villa and Mena Villa Melaspas event. During the event, they provide me with a broader view of Melaspas branding strategy with partner, and also how to refine our Melaspas branding strategy. So thank you, Wayana and Kabayu, for the insight and also the improvement. Hope we can make a very optimum Melaspas branding package later ya.
Okay, moving forward. Thank you, Kadia. We will have Kafurkon. Kafurkon, the time is yours.
Yes, so I would like to recognize Shalin here for being the hero because yes, yesterday we successfully completed the BV Ice Day, but behind the scenes, I did not expect hosting the event and coordinating the attendance would be very much challenging. So without being asked, she stepped up, managed her time, and adjusted her schedule to ensure she could lend a hand during the session. Her initiative and also the perfect timing were exactly what I needed to make sure everything ran smoothly. So thank you very much for anticipating this, and looking forward for the next collaborations ahead, Kak.
Okay,
Okay,
thank
back to
you.
you.
Moving on the next recognition, we have Ganesh. Ganesh, over to you.
Okay. Am I audible?
Yeah.
Okay, thanks. I want to say thanks to Kak Shelin, Sarah, Azel, Ega, and Fasha for helping me to prepare photoshoot equipment when I'm doing photoshoot in the north area. Thanks guys for being the hero.
Okay, thank you, Kak Ganesh. Moving on to the next recognition, we have from Kak Kayla. The team is yours.
Thank you. Yeah, it's Kayla. Okay. This is to Katendi. Do you have Katendi here? In general, Katendi handles the onboarding process, right? And he's not about helping like the execution directly, but he actually empowered Bliketut to coordinate with people other than himself, so that they like the vendors, like the pest control, and also the MEP team, they could report immediately to Bukit Vista. So we have one sort of truth, and it's easier to do that right now, to supervise that. I think that was a great initiative, and that's also been managed well. So thank you for the excellent result, Katendi. That's a good leadership, basically, attributes. Thank you. I'm gonna move forward to the second one, I think.
Yeah.
Right. Okay, this is for Fasha. Okay, you can click on the photo, yeah. So partner communications actually requires balance of strategy, like knowing what to say, when, and how actually to say that, and especially understanding the unspoken concerns from partners. So there was these escalations from partners, and I asked Faisha to be fully transparent. I just communicate to the owners via BVGo maintenance blog. And I think from the photos, his effort paid off with great response. I want to acknowledge Fasha. So thank you for stepping up and trying your best, Fasha. Just keep doing and that. Keep up with the good work. That's a good recognition, as it should be on the PM side. Thank you.
Okay. Thank you, Kak Kayla. Moving forward, we have Kak Krishna. Recognize to Reza. Kak Krishna, over to you.
Okay, thank you, Yosef. So this is for Reza, core value strategic thinking. Just a quick story. Yesterday, Reza approached me all of a sudden saying that what he can do to contribute more to company, especially for branding. He even want to get confirmation whether or not his assigned work contributed to the company. Not only that, he also willing to learn about the other set of skill that may not his strength currently. So he is willing to even learn about back end, even though that he is initially front end engineer. To me, this simple conversation indicates that Reza truly want to give value to the company. Not to mention, by data so far, Reza has the lowest overdue task ratio. So it means he always complete his task on time, even ahead of the supposed to timeline that's set by product owner or product manager. So yeah, thank you for Reza for your work and your dedication. Keep it up.
Okay, thank you, Kak Krishna. Moving forward to Mateo. Mateo, today is off, yeah. I will like to offer Mateo recognize to Kabayu, Kapurkon, and Rama. He said, I would like to give big thanks to Mas Bayu, Kapurkon, and Rama for helping me improving the newsletter template design a lot. Thank you for showing my work to teach me what must be done to create proper graphic design. Moving forward. And Reza, recognized to Kak Wendy, yeah. I will take over it because Reza today off. Reza said, I'm grateful to Kak Wendy for helping me to solve the problem that appear in bigger FA and teaching me how to deploy to production. Okay, moving forward, we have Mr. Jing. Mr. Jing, over to you.
I recognize Nadia actually for two things. One, I'm going to recognize her for helping others to help themselves, and two, for transparency. And this is why. This is a little bit unusual, so please listen up, okay? One of the most damaging things that leaders can do in an organization is pretend. Okay, they pretend that they have a skill, they pretend that they know something, they pretend, and this creates a lot of problems. Okay. One of, I think, the greatest gifts a leader can do is to simply say, I don't know. Okay. And say that I'm not the expert on something. Once that has been established, then it opens up all kinds of possibilities. Okay. So not only did I see Nadia do this, she also quickly pivoted over within like a few seconds to identify another person who could actually pick up on a particular skill that was absent. I think that is an important transition if you are going from, let's say, a skill-based job to a leadership-based job, that you are able to quickly able to see that maybe, hey, you know, I'm not the best person for this particular skill set. I found somebody else in this organization or in this world that can do it, and let's direct some of the responsibilities, but also some of the learning over there. Generally, this is an issue that younger people have noticed take a very long time to adapt to, but Nadia exhibits a really fast pivot. So thank you, Nadia, for being this is leadership recognition. For really thinking about how to help others help themselves, and then also being transparent at the expense of pride and ego. So that's very rare.
Okay, thank you, Mr. Lim. Moving forward to Karehan, over to you.
Okay, I want to recognize Jason for being the hero and be transparent. Because last week the documentation and partner testimonial video were lost from the SD card, and various efforts have been made by Jason and also teams, but until finally Jason went to Denpasar to rescue the data to the data rescue service, and the video successfully saved, and the video also have been distributed to the partner. So thank you, Jason. So if you want to see detik-detik sebelum video hilang, you can see the photo. Okay, thank you.
Okay, thank you, Karehan. I think there is the last of our value recognition. Next, we are going to personal update, but as usually, because we have a lot of personal update, we can skip it for time efficiency. And I see there is no announcement for today. And don't forget to fill the personal update asynchronously by today. And I will give back to Jason.
Oh, okay, so I think it's all a wrap for our all hands today. Yeah, make sure don't forget to fill up your personal updates before 5 p.m. Or 6 p.m. Wita. Thank you all for coming. Okay, you can go back to as usual working. Thank you, thank you.
Okay, have a good one, everyone. For everybody celebrating Christmas, Merry Christmas.
Thank you, everyone.
Thank you, everyone. Merry Christmas in
Merry
advance.
Christmas.
Merry Christmas.